Diviértete, aprende e infórmate con Jump into Rionegro Bilingüe, un espacio para mejorar tu nivel de inglés y entérate de todo lo que acontece en Rionegro y en el programa municipal de bilingüismo.
Have fun! Learn and be informed through Jump into Rionegro Bilingüe, a space to improve your English level and find out everything that happens in Rionegro and related to the municipal bilingual program. Welcome! This program is sponsored by the Municipal's Mayor's Office, Rionegro Advancing More Together, and the Centro Colombo Americano.
Hello and welcome to today's show of Jump into Rionegro Bilingüe.
It's Bridget and Maria with you again to share a fun-filled bilingual adventure.
That's right, Bridget. Today we're going to talk about an aspect that's very important for Rionegro and something that is showcased in its different open air and closed scenarios.
Exactly. Today's topic is of cultural importance and it's something that is growing daily amongst different Rionegro communities, el teatro.
So teatro or theatre is a collaborative form of performing art that uses live performers to show a real or imagined event before a live audience. The actors that perform can use different ways of expressing themselves, either through gestures, speech, song, or dance.
You could say that theatrical actors and actresses have to be very spontaneous and have a lot of charisma and abilities. Debe ser muy difícil actuar en vivo cuando no hay posibilidades de errores.
That's definitely true. Okay, let's go on this theatrical adventure together.
Y ahora, give me 5.
El teatro como un derecho cultural. That's how the mayor's office in Rionegro perceives theatre and other cultural performances in the municipality.
Exactly. One of the commitments since the start of this administration, Juntos Avanzamos Más, has been to strengthen, potentialize, and increase processes that guarantee cultural rights for the citizens of Rionegro. This also means working hand in hand with cultural groups, artists, and artistic collectives.
Over the past 2.5 years, the administration has invested over 1 billion pesos to finance artistic and cultural projects through the Programa de Estímulos al Talento Artístico y Cultural, Juntos Creamos.
Not only that, but different events have also been held in Rionegro that showcase its vast cultural richness, like Fiestas de las Tradiciones Rionegreras, Festival Rio Leo, Festival Internacional Rock al Rio, Festival de Teatro, Rionegro Compra Local, Desfile de Mitos y Leyendas, among many others.
This year, the theatre festival En Tus Zapatos, which was initially programmed for August, was moved and held from the 28th to the 31st of October.
This event was put forth as a platform to project local theater groups towards artistic and cultural exchange, with the objective of promoting theatrical creation in Rionegro.
The event started with music from the Comparsa Casa Tomada, which went from the cemetery to the Plaza de la Libertad, and theatrical groups such as Trineando, Zorro Nueve Colas, Teatreados, Intergalácticos, and Oficina Central de los Sueños showcased their different plays and performances.
It was a great event filled with cultural expressions that showcased the very best of Rionegro talent.
Ahora vamos con bilingual guests.
Continuing along the lines of theatre and theatrical performances, today we have a special guest that will share information on what's it like to be an actor.
Yes, let's welcome Diego Lopez Londoño, who is an actor that has participated in several theatrical productions. Hello, Diego.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Muchas gracias por la invitación.
So, Diego, what's the most difficult thing about being an actor in Colombia?
¿Qué es lo más difícil de ser actor en Colombia? Bueno, quizás no he padecido todas las dificultades que normalmente tienen los actores porque yo soy abogado, tengo una profesión alternativa, solo que sí he hecho teatro durante 10 años consecutivos, pero alternándolo pues con mi otra profesión. Lo difícil de ser actor en Colombia es ser profesional, es vivir en este caso del teatro, que es lo que yo conozco. El teatro lo ven o se ve como una actividad de jóvenes que quizás todavía no saben qué hacer en la vida, es casi como un acto de rebeldía, porque eso es un acto de rebeldía. Entonces, por eso mismo no existen muchos profesionales, porque es muy difícil vivir de ello, y yo lo digo porque conozco más o menos el gremio. Como a causa de qué, a causa tanto del apoyo estatal como del apoyo incluso de las personas. ¿Por qué digo de las personas? Porque no existe el teatro como una necesidad cultural, como escuchar música, como ir a cine, etcétera. No tenemos desde el principio, desde nuestra educación, no tenemos el teatro como una necesidad, digamos, básica de visitar. Entonces, desde el principio de la educación, el teatro está excluido. Quizás por eso también es tan difícil que vemos ese gremio de los actores de teatro como un gremio apartado de la sociedad. Y ya pues para el cine y la televisión es un mundo mucho más cerrado, quizás solamente se dan grandes capitales y pues no cualquiera puede lograr participar en estos proyectos.
What type of theater performances do you generally participate in?
Yo he participado en diferentes procesos artísticos, en diferentes representaciones teatrales. Empecé mis pasos en el teatro haciendo cursos de teatro y actuación en Argentina, ya también hice algunas obras, pero la mayor parte del tiempo la pasé en un grupo en Medellín durante 9 años. Representé tanto obras para adultos, obras dramáticas, obras que contenían el tema del conflicto armado, de la memoria en Colombia. También casi todas las obras surgían o estaban inspiradas en obras literarias, pero pues con las adaptaciones propias del grupo de teatro. Igual también participé en obras infantiles que también nos basábamos en la literatura, como Pinocho, Caperucita Roja, Simón el Mago de Tomás Carrasquilla, en fin, varias obras también teníamos, tanto para público infantil como para público adulto.
If someone would like to get started in theatre, what recommendations could you share?
¿Qué le recomendaría yo a alguien que quiere iniciar como actor? En mi caso, como actor de teatro. En mi escuela, la escuela que yo tuve, se requería ver mucho teatro, leer mucha literatura, ver mucho cine, porque esa es la forma como se nutren los actores, para poder inspirarse y obviamente para poder aprender de las grandes obras y de las grandes historias. Y quizás también le recomendaría a esa persona que se proyecta como actor probar con diferentes estéticas, con diferentes grupos, para nutrirse en su contenido.
Thank you, Diego, for coming on the show and sharing your insight as an actor.
Comenzamos con Culture Bites.
Historically, theatre has been present throughout the ages all over the world. Bridget, do you know where its origins come from?
Would it be ancient Greece?
You're right. The origins of theatre date back to 6th century BC ancient Greece, where the festivals that honored the god Dionysus were the first expressions of what we know now as Western theatre.
Nowadays, theater is popular all over the world, but there are some theater icons that stand out globally. Have you heard the famous line, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women are merely players"?
Of course. Playwright, poet, and actor William Shakespeare wrote it and used it in his play, As You Like It. He is famous for his different plays such as Macbeth and Romeo and Juliet. And of course, he's from England, Stratford-upon-Avon to be exact.
Did you know that his works have been translated into every living language and are more performed than those of any other playwright in history?
Wow, that's amazing. Bridget, what famous American playwrights are there?
Well, famous 20th century playwrights from the US would be Maya Angelou and Woody Allen, who has also directed movies. Despite not having many globally famous playwrights, Broadway, which is a boulevard full of famous theaters, is very popular, and visitors from all over the world go there to watch the top musicals of the season and other great plays.
Yes, the most popular show that has been held on Broadway was The Phantom of the Opera, which had 12,830 performances and has been running since January 1988 to date. That's a lot of shows.
It's definitely a must to visit Broadway if you are ever in New York and try one of the many shows that they have for all types of audiences. I would recommend The Lion King. It's amazing.
Nuestra sección, Word of the Day.
Hemos incluido nuevas palabras hoy en el show.
You're right. One that we use a lot in our section Cultural Bites was playwright. This is someone that writes plays used for a theater.
Exactly. We have Ricky with us again to help us go over some more new words related to the world of theater. Take it away, Ricky.
Our first word is the place where tickets are bought for the play.
El lugar donde se compran los tiquetes para una obra de teatro, this would be the box office. What's next?
Next, we have the word cast, which refers to people who are part of the play.
Los que forman parte de la obra teatral is the cast. Ricky, what about the word dress rehearsal? What does this mean?
Dress rehearsal is how they practice the entire play, with costumes and music before the actual date of the first show. It's a great way to see what changes might have to be made last minute.
Yes, la prueba de vestuario es muy importante. What's our last word, Ricky?
Finally, we have the word props, which are the objects that the actors use in the play.
Los accesorios que usan los actores se llaman props. Let's go over all the words again, Ricky, please.
Sure, we have playwright, box office, cast, dress rehearsal, props.
Thanks, Ricky. One final idiomatic expression that is used a lot is break a leg.
Quebrar una pierna? Oh my God, what does that mean?
Well, of course, it doesn't mean to literally break a leg, but it's an expression used to wish people good luck right before they go on stage.
Oh, okay, clear. So break a leg is to wish good luck before a play. Fantastic.
Nuestra sección Study Tips.
Hello, this is Juan Carlos Ayerbe from Colombo with Study Tips. Do you enjoy watching movies? What about going to see plays at the theater? Have you ever acted in theater yourself? Theater is a great way to meet people, to overcome a fear of public speaking, and to learn some culture. And if you are trying to learn or practice your English, doing theater is a great way to help you improve your English skills. Okay, so you don't have to join a theater group or your school's plays, but consider how acting out a play with some friends, family, colleagues, or classmates could be a fun and effective way to boost your English. First, you usually have a script to follow, and in order to learn those lines, you have to repeat them over and over. This allows you to memorize and repeat new vocabulary. Your pronunciation will improve each time you practice your lines. Second, you will begin to overcome the fear of speaking English in a play. Your role is part of a team with the other characters in the play, and you will find it easier to say your lines as part of that team, rather than if you were alone speaking to a group or giving a presentation of some kind. Third, you will make mistakes and you will be able to laugh about it and learn from it. Theater isn't easy. You might forget your lines or make some other type of mistake, and that is a big part of language learning. But it is impossible to really improve if you don't allow yourself to make mistakes in the first place. Theater forces you to talk and use the language, unlike in other situations where you may just remain frozen in silence. Fourth, practicing theater helps you our improvisation skills, inventing our words as we go. When you speak your native language, you are almost always improvising and not reading from a script. Doing theater will make it easier for you to do the same thing in English. And finally, it is fun to do. When you're having fun or making an emotional connection with the language, our brain remembers that language much more easily than if we were only reading a text with no emotion. Learning a language is a creative process, and the theater opens up opportunities for that creativity. Thank you so much.
También queremos escucharte. Escríbenos usando el hashtag Río Bilingüe 2022 y participa de este espacio de aprendizaje y multiculturalidad.
We've come to the end of today's show. It was great sharing with you all on the dramatic arts and theater performances.
Thank you all for joining us, and we hope you're with us again in our next show.
Bye!
Gracias por conectarte con nosotros en Jumping to Rionegro Bilingüe. Recuerda sintonizarnos cada jueves entre las 6:45 y las 7 de la noche en Coredi FM 90.5, porque juntos avanzamos más. Hasta pronto.
Thanks for joining us today on Jump into Rionegro Bilingüe. Remember to tune in every Thursday between 6:45 and 7 p.m. on Corretti FM 90.5. Advancing more together. See you next time.